Hi, this is Daryl Madison coming to you straight from Madison Tax Service in Tampa, Florida. My clients have received a letter, the 4464C document letter, that is scaring everybody's shoes or blowing their socks off, okay? This letter is a letter for people and clients that have filed early. That's early meaning from January the 15th through February the 25th. That's considered by the IRS early filing. So the IRS has sent letters out to make sure that you have approved your tax returns being filed. They ask you to do nothing. If you haven't received your tax returns, with 99% of the people that's getting these letters have, do nothing. Don't worry about it. Because with the new fraudulent system that the IRS has implemented, they want to make sure you have filed your taxes and it wasn't done by some criminal, okay? On the second page of this letter, it talks about if you have not filed your tax returns. Now, it's very important for you to understand that when you receive a letter from the IRS, it's not always about being audited. In fact, 90% of the times it's not. It's questions, response. They just want to make sure they are dealing with the person that should be filing their taxes. So don't get alarmed. Okay, we've been getting 50, 60 phone calls in the past 2 days in reference to this 446C form. Okay, it is not an audit. You're not being audited. This is a program for early filers who filed their taxes between January 15th to February 25th to make sure you filed your taxes. Now, it's important to note that we at Madison Tax Service have filed many of you guys' taxes, and it has been filed correctly. Okay, again, this form, the 4464C form, is a form to make sure that you know that your taxes have been filed. So I'm going to show you give you some information in reference to how you can deal with that. You don't have to call the IRS. You can call them. If you do call them, they're going to tell you there's nothing for you to do unless they send you a letter. Okay? They're not going to send you a letter because you filed your taxes. These are for people that will turn to the second page and say, oh my God, I didn't even file my taxes. And they have the instructions on what you need to do next. Okay? So if you're not one of those people that have gotten your taxes compromised, you have nothing to worry about. You take care and have a wonderful week.
Well, there probably isn't a money-making method scammers haven't tried.
That's for sure, including intercepting your tax returns. As News 10's Brent Frazier shows us, a so-called 4464C letter is a legitimate, I'll get it out, a legitimate warning from Uncle Sam that your identity might have been compromised.
If you get a 4464C letter from the IRS, don't panic.
No, it's not a scam.
It also does not mean you're being audited.
If they were going to audit you, they'd send you a different letter and they would ask for additional information concerning what was contained in your tax return. This letter is going to ask you for verification of your identity.
Mike Perkins, president of Larison's Tax Service in Terre Haute, says the IRS will only contact you via a letter in the mail. Tax filers can reply one of three ways: online, by mail, or over the telephone. Identity theft and refund fraud cases are on the rise. If the IRS detects such scandal, a filer's refund can take up to 180 days to a full year to arrive. 60 days, even if none is detected. Perkins' best prevention advice: don't dabble in amateurs.
You know, you're just better off to let a professional handle this, and because we have a lot of security measures that the regular individual just can't possibly afford.
With photojournalist Cody Murphy, I'm Brent Frazier, News 10.
The government just recently created the IRS Identity Theft Protection Unit and has some 3,000 IRS employees working on such cases.